today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Buffalo Bills. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 40.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 101 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were waiting for him as as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Well, they made P.J. Hall had the path to the QB there.
Let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And with a marker down, he's out just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Trying for Burrow, and it's intercepted. Picked back in the 3rd. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Oh, Bill batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. He's at the 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Pick up on the play. And 3rd down.
10th carry now for Eric Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. No gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Bills 3.
Ball resting on the 9 on third and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on fourth and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with first and goal, so they were in four-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Derrick Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the 2nd down throw on target. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Garoppolo. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got a man complete. And for a Charger touchdown. J.J. Hamler, 84 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here comes Peppers. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Man open left side is Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made at...
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Third and 14.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returning is Peppers. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And it's caught inside the 30. He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert back to the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's hot Clinton Dix with a pick. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Bills 10.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They had enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, and it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, you must the old adage, if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Garoppolo. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
He'll go up top here for him.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Tucker McCann set to kick.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Bills first down.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Wilson on the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
Now Garoppolo lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
7 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to number 32. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more, and that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Garoppolo on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tackle and 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throw with Garoppolo. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That's complete. Okue Bunan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. McCann's got it teed up. Very short kick. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30.
of times when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign.